So I've done a few videos now about purchases terminating without a condition out of a contract of sale, and then the seller resells it for less. They lose their deposit and have to pay to make up for the difference. But what if you invalidly terminate and then they sell it for more? Do you still have to pay the deposit? To answer that question, here we have the Supreme Court case for it. In late 2020, a couple agreed to buy a home at West Pennant Hills in Sydney for $2.35 million. The full deposit was $235K, but they only ever paid about 15 grand of it. They couldn't sort out their finances, kept asking for more time, and never completed. The sellers terminated the contract in Feb 2021. Here's a twist. The sellers put the house straight back on the market and within days sold it for $2.53 million, $180,000 more than the buyers had agreed to pay. So the buyers argued, "You lost nothing. In fact, you profited, so give us our deposit back." Do you think they could get it back? Nope. Justice Stark ordered the buyers to pay the unpaid $220,000 balance of the deposit. The court accepted it can return a deposit, but forfeiture would be unjust, and that a resale at a profit is a weighty factor, but it is not decisive on its own. The fatal problem here was the buyers never explained why they failed to complete. No evidence, no account of their circumstances. The judge basically said a profitable resale alone is not enough to justify that, because otherwise any buyer could walk away in a rising market with no fear for their deposit. So here's the takeaway. A deposit is not just a refundable holding fee unless you've got conditions in the contract for it. You can't just walk away. Even if the seller resells for more or almost suffers no loss, you can still forfeit the full deposit amount. And then you can get sued for it as well, like in this case. If you ever want a court to return a deposit, you may have to come clean and fully explain why you couldn't complete. Silence will not be the answer, and even that might not guarantee things. Did you know you can lose your deposit even when the seller makes a profit? Comment below and follow for the property cases every buyer should know.